This is Daniel in so many words.
Hey there boys and girls, my name is Daniel, and in so many words, there are a lot of things in the Pokemon universe that confuse the hell out of me, but one thing that really always has me confused is how exactly their healthcare system works. Now for those uninitiated, the Pokemon universe features these buildings called Pokemon Centers, and you can go to them basically in every town you'll ever visit to heal your Pokemon when they've fainted or taken damage or been afflicted with status conditions. And this is never charged. You never have to pay for any of this, because as some NPCs will be so kind to point out, the service is free. They never charge you for healing your Pokemon. And that's what has me scratching my head. I'm just not entirely sure how the Pokemon Centers are funded because, like I said, they don't charge you for anything. It's all free. All the services a Pokemon Center ever provides are completely free. And to top it all off, at the end of the healing process, they say, "We hope to see you again soon," which would make sense if they were charging for it, because that means if you came back more often, you would be giving them more money and they'd be making a bigger profit. But since it's all free, it just comes across as this sadistic notion that they hope your beloved Pokemon are nearly beaten to death as often as possible. Somehow every region in the Pokemon universe has figured out a system of free universal healthcare for these wild superpowered monsters, and yet we can't figure it out for regular people here in America. Ain't that just some bullshit? But I think I have a theory, and it has to do with their system of commerce. I mean, it has to have something to do with the economy, because we all know there is no visible form of government in the Pokemon universe to speak of, which may explain the glaring lack of an effective police force, and yet the economy in the Pokemon universe is doing fine. It's flourishing, even. I think somehow, several years ago, the people who run the Pokemarts and the people who run the Pokemon Centers came to some kind of agreement where part of the economic profits would be used to fund the Pokemon Centers. And considering the healing process takes a matter of seconds in the video games, the funding for that kind of technology has to be ridiculous. And you know, maybe that explains why just a simple potion, the weakest viable healing item in the game for healing your Pokemon's hit points, costs $300, but it doesn't really tell me why an escape rope, which you can use to get out of caves and dungeons and potentially save your life, costs about half as much as a Pokemon doll. I don't know, maybe you guys can leave a comment or a video response down below with your theories as to how they magically sustain this healthcare system without charging their customers, because I just don't fucking know. But anyway, this has been a Tuesday vlog, and we'll meet again on Saturday, but until then, insert catchphrase here. And we hope to see you again soon!
Da 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 da. Da 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 da